Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and today's video is a different kind of video. It's a tactical analysis on Solskjaer and his tactics and how did Man United set up against Leeds, what kind of style of football did we play, how do we do it, how does Solskjaer school Bielsa, how does Solskjaer dominate Leeds. It's kind of like a tactical analysis of Solskjaer, the team he picked and why, how Man United set up and more. And I think when we all saw the starting lineup we thought Ole was going to play McFred. They were going to sit deep and we were going to sit back and counter-attack against Leeds, but we did not do that. We actually came and attacked Leeds and exploited Leeds, and we knew that Leeds were going to leave spaces in behind, which explains some of the picks, and we came and attacked Leeds and we played a very different style of football to what we expected Man United to play. And this video is different to my usual kind of videos. It's going to be a tactical analysis on Ole's starting 11, how we played, the way we played. I'm going to be analysing the goals, giving a little bit of an evaluation of my thoughts. How did Ole do it? What did we do that was different to our other game? And yeah, so let me know what you think of this kind of video, because I haven't done it on the channel before. So if you like these kind of videos, let me know and I will do more of them after big wins or big games and stuff. But I just have to say the contrast between this game and the Manchester derby was amazing. This is the most exciting game of the season. The last home game was the most boring game of the season. So yeah, it was a brilliant game. So let's get into the video. So please hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video and help out the channel. And I'm actually going to start this video by reading out a stat which I think is pretty crazy and sums up the game. Okay, this stat is actually mad. Manchester United had a shot on goal every 10.2 passes versus Leeds. So every 10.2 passes resulted in a shot, meaning like we had the ball a lot and we just dribbled it up the pitch. We did some one-touch quick passing, boom, boom, played the ball quickly. And because we played the ball quickly, it was easier to move it forward. It was easier to find the spaces in Leeds because we're moving the ball quickly, and it led to a shot on goal. And considering the Manchester derby was 100 sideways passes and settling for a draw, this was a massive difference. That stat showed that Manchester United did not sit back and counter-attack like we thought we were going to do. It showed that Man United got the ball, they were driving it up the pitch. And as I'm going to point out later in this video, some of the movements from our players, that every player was running up in numbers. And I think to sum up the game, McTominay was not a CDM, he actually played as a box-to-box. And when McTominay and Fred got the ball, they got the ball very quickly when Leeds might have been out of position, because Leeds obviously came and attacked us. So obviously as soon as we got possession back off Leeds, Leeds were obviously out of shape because they came and attacked us, and because we moved the ball quickly, we'd get it to McTominay, who had time to drive up the pitch, we'd get it to Bruno, who would do that forward pass, and we had all these quick runners in because of the way we set up. Now the first thing I want to talk about is Ole's starting 11, because I think when we all saw the starting 11 we were like, what the hell? And I think the reason Ole picked Dan James is, one, I think Mason Greenwood needed a rest, and two, I think Ole knew how Bielsa was going to play. Bielsa and Leeds weren't going to change their style of play at Old Trafford, which, fair play to them, is brave. We knew that Leeds were going to come and attack us, we knew that Leeds are going to score goals, and I think Ole knew to win this game he was going to have to outscore Leeds. I think he knows that the Man United defence is a possible weakness, and I think he knows that to win this game we're going to have to outscore Leeds, because I think he knew that Leeds were going to score because of the way they play. They do play very attacking football, but because Leeds play attacking football and they score goals and they're brilliant going forward, they leave a lot of space in behind, and they do have a weak defence. And I think when you've got a team like Manchester United whose quality is pretty much all in attack, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, you know that if you can outscore Leeds, you have the ability to outscore Leeds, so you should go and attack Leeds. You should let Leeds attack you. And that's exactly what we did. And I'm going to point out a few images and stuff, but I think Man United let Leeds attack them, and then when we got the ball, we won the ball back really quickly, and because we got quick players, we had 4 or 5 players darting up the pitch, and we were playing the ball quickly, we were moving the ball quickly, one touch passing, boom, 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 boom. Some of the goals he scored were beautiful. McTominay, who would normally pass the ball sideways and, you know, never really drove forward, all of a sudden was getting the ball and he was driving forward and he was passing the ball forward. I'm actually going to show McTominay heat map or pass map on the screen, showing that like McTominay passed the ball forward a lot more. Fred was driving up the pitch, he was almost playing a bit of a Kovacic kind of role, and you know, Dan James was darting up the pitch, and Dan James, when given space, is a good player, and I think that's exactly why Ole picked Dan James, because the amount of times Dan James was running and driving at players, he got a goal he deserved, he was causing problems, he had the space to run and drive. Martial, Rashford and James were so pacey that we get the ball and we have Fred and Bruno driving out of the pitch, and we've got 3 players making a run in behind it. It's so hard for Leeds to mark. McTominay played a very different role to normally. McTominay actually played more of a Pogba box-to-box role, where Fred was almost more of the holding player, McTominay was getting forwards. As you can see here with the first goal, when Martial's got the ball, this is the second goal, sorry, when Martial's got the ball, you can see McTominay is making that run into the box, and we know that Martial does this a lot of Rashford. He's very good at that intricate passing, getting it into the box, and what Man United were doing is they were moving the ball quickly and running into the space. You would find with a lot of the goals that it actually happened because Man United were running into the box creating space. Because they're running into the box, you just need that one pass, defender can't really follow them, get a shot off. And we actually had 14 shots on targets, which is our most in the post-Sir Alex Ferguson era. Because our attackers were running into the box, our attackers were making runs, and our midfielder and McTominay, who would normally sit back in the Manchester derby, wouldn't be anywhere near the box, was making those runs into the box that actually Van der Beek did a lot at Ajax. If you can see here in the build-up to, I think, the third goal, this was the build-up to the Bruno goal, Fred's got the ball, and Fred is driving the ball up the pitch. He's running with the ball up the pitch because we've won it back really quickly. And you can see 1, 2, 3 runners in front of him, a runner just behind him. You know, it's a 3-on-3, Fred with 3-on-3. It's going to be a 4-on-3 because we're quicker. Fred's driving up the pitch. Fred drives and drives up the pitch. And then you can see, as he releases it into Martial, Martial makes that very same kind of run that obviously McTominay made for the second goal. Obviously Martial doesn't score the goal, but obviously Bruno makes that sideways run, gets the ball, gets the rebound. But it's literally, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was like, I'm not going to sit back and defend against Leeds. I'm not going to counter against Leeds. I want to outscore them. And what he did is, he's like, I know that Leeds are going to leave space behind. I know I've said this a few times. He's like, I know that Leeds are going to leave space and behind. I know that we can move the ball quickly. And he probably said to the players, move the ball quickly, get up the pitch. Everyone make runs up the pitch. Everyone make runs. We're going to move the ball quickly and we're going to outscore Leeds. We're going to attack them. McTominay, you're not going to sit back and pass far sideways. McTominay, you're going to move forward. And I think that's exactly what Ole did. Now I have to give credit to McTominay. He was playing as a really good box-to-box. He was turning into Zidane. But like, McTominay won back the ball and he dribbles the ball up the pitch. He makes a turn, he gets away from player. And again, Daniel James makes the same kind of run towards the box. And McTominay passes it into Daniel James, who obviously clears his man and scores a really good goal. But it's that same thing that Man United got the ball and they got 4 or 5 players making runs. There was always someone trying to make a run into the box to do that pass into the box. And that's why we created so many chances and scored so many goals. Because compared to previous games, Manchester United got the ball, they moved the ball quickly, and every time they got the ball, they tried to move it forward. We know that Bruno Fernandes, before this game, was kind of the only really player that would look to move the ball forward, but McTominay was trying to move the ball forward. Fred was playing that Kovacic kind of role. He was driving it out of the pitch. A shot every 10 passes is absolutely insane. It means we're getting the ball from our end of the pitch, and we're playing it quickly, and we're driving up the pitch, and because basically, if we move the ball quickly, we get the ball quicker to Fernandes. So Fred gets the ball, and he plays a first-time pass to Fernandes, which means when Fernandes receives the ball, he's in more space, which means it's easier for Fernandes to move the ball forward and make that pass, because Fernandes is a player that will make that killer pass, you know what I mean? And I think in games we've struggled, it's because we've moved the ball slowly and that all the players have surrounded Fernandes and back in position. But because we moved the ball quickly, when Fernandes got the ball, he was in a lot of space, meaning he had the time to play that pass. He had the time to play that pass and move the ball forward. Also, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows that the Leeds team are the team that run the most. You can't really outrun Leeds. They're going to press you a lot. And we know that Man United have struggled against the press. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was like, Leeds are going to run a lot, so we need to move the ball quickly, tire them out, you know. We're going to struggle under the Leeds press, so we've got to run just as much as Leeds and move the ball quickly. And we nearly ran as much as Leeds, you know, we moved the ball. I say those times, we just moved the ball quickly, kept making Leeds run. The more they run, the more space they open up. We were running into those spaces they opened up. And that is how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scored Bielsa. He thought, I know how Bielsa plays. I know what Bielsa's going to do. I know the only way to beat Leeds is outscore them because they play nice attacking football. You know, I'm going to take advantage of this. I have a quality attack. We have lots of pace. We know they're going to create space. We're going to go and take advantage of that and outscore them. And that's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did. And that's why I believe Manchester United beat Leeds. It's my kind of tactical analysis on the game. Let me know what you think of this series. Should I make it a regular thing? Hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.